tax has been around for 90 years. It's important because we use it for the Highway Trust Fund to keep our highways going. But what I'm proposing is suspending the federal gas tax without affecting the Highway Trust Fund. And here's how we do that.
I'm going to raise
If the
taxes.
tax revenue's up this year, and our deficit down over $1.6 trillion this year alone, we'll still be able to fix our highways and bring down prices of gas.
Ow.
We can do both at the same time. By suspending the 18-cent gas tax, federal gas tax, for the next 90 days, we can bring down the price of gas and give families just a little bit of relief. I call on the companies to pass this along, every penny of this 18-cent reduction, to the consumers. There's no time now for profiteering. There are a number of other proposals by Democrats in the House and the Senate, and I hope my call for action can help move those proposals forward as well. But we can also cut gas prices even more in another way. That's why the second action I'm taking is calling on states to either suspend the state gas tax as well, or find other ways to deliver some relief. State gas taxes average 30 cents per gallon. Already, some states have acted. In Connecticut and New York, the governors have temporarily suspended their gas tax as well. In Illinois and Colorado, governors delayed theirs to give families a bit more breathing room as well. In Minnesota, Governor Walz proposes using state budget surpluses to give households a rebate that will help them pay for gas at the pump.
What about stimulus checks?
Essential needs. I'm calling on more states and local governments to take actions like these. Thanks to our historic economic recovery, fortified state budgets that had been hurt in the pandemic, states are now in a strong position to be able to afford to take some of these actions. Now, I fully understand that a gas tax holiday alone is not going to fix the problem, but it will provide families some immediate relief, just a little bit of breathing room as we continue working to bring down prices for the long haul. Third, I'm calling on the industry to refine more oil into gasoline
How?
to bring down gas prices. Let me explain. I know my Republican friends claim we're not producing enough oil, and I'm limiting oil production. Quite frankly, that's nonsense.
Okay, so let me explain to you what Brandon is trying to say. First of all, we haven't build a oil refinery in over 35 years. Or actually over 40 years. Since the 70s. So how you gonna do that, Mr. Brandon? Let's see what else we gonna say. Sorry.
That's 240 million barrels to boost global supply. And Republicans falsely claim that I'm blocking production on federal lands.
You are.
Again, that's nonsense. The industry has more approved permits for production on federal lands than they can possibly use. That's a fact. My administration also directed the sale of gasoline using homegrown biofuels, ethanol, E15,
Yeah.
this summer.
Gotta mess up your
Boost
engine.
gasoline supplies and lower the price at thousands of gas stations across America.
No, don't.
And I welcome the recent announcement from what's known as the OPEC Plus, a group of nearly 2 dozen oil-producing nations.
OPEC Plus.
Global oil supply.
That's why it's here that plus.
We are setting records in terms of American energy production. We're supplementing that supply with a release from our oil reserves. So the issue isn't oil production alone. The problem is the refining of that oil into
Yeah.
gas at the pump.
We don't have
During
it.
the pandemic, some oil and gas companies shut down refining facilities. Last week, I sent a letter to the CEOs of the largest oil refining companies, asking them to work with my administration to bring refineries back online to get more gas to the pump at lower prices. The Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, and members of my team will be meeting with many of these refining companies tomorrow. I hope they'll come up to the table with some real ideas and practical steps in the near term. And I'm prepared to act quickly and decisively on the recommendations that make sense to address the immediate challenge in front of us and the American people. Finally,
Drill, baby,
when the
drill.
cost of oil does come down, we need the price at the gas stations that they charge at the pump to come down as well. For example,
Ain't gonna happen.
in the last 2 weeks, the price of oil has fallen by more than $10 a barrel.
Yeah.
Normally, this reduced the cost of the pump about 25 cents a gallon.
But it's not.
Yet, so far, gas stations have only reduced prices by a few cents a gallon. Some haven't reduced prices at all. I've heard plenty of explanations from companies and economists about why it normally takes time for these price reductions to reach the consumer. I might note, when the price of a barrel of oil goes up, it doesn't take much time for the price of the pump to go up. So let's be honest about it. My message is simple. To the companies running gas stations and setting those prices at
Oh, there he goes.
this is a time of war,
Whisper.
global peril.
Whisper in the wind.
These are not normal times. Bring down the price you are charging at the pump to reflect the cost you are paying for the product. Do it now. Do it today. Your customers, the American people, they need relief now. So let me summarize. Today, I'm calling
Stimulus checks.
for a federal gas tax holiday, state gas tax holiday for the equivalent relief to customers. Oil companies to use their profits to increase refining capacity rather than buy back their own stock.
We don't have oil refinery.
Stations to pass
Idiots.
along the decree, not the decree, but the decrease in oil prices to lower prices at the pump. And together, these actions could help drop the price at the pump by up to $1 a gallon or more. It doesn't
No.
reduce all the pain, but it would be a big help. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
I want the Congress, the states, and the industry to do their part as well. Now let's remember how we got here.
Uh-oh.
Putin invaded Ukraine.
No. False.
Putin
False.
invaded Ukraine with
False.
forces.
False.
Let's look at the facts.
Let's look
Since
at the
start
facts.
of the war in Ukraine this year, gas prices have risen by almost $2 a gallon in the United States, and sometimes more.
We only get 9% of Russian oil.
Ukraine. It was the refusal of the United States and the rest of the free world to let Putin get away with something we haven't seen since World War II. I said at the time, siding with Ukraine during the most serious aggression in Europe since World War II, defending freedom, defending democracy, was not going to go without cost for the American people and the rest of the free world. We were going to have to pay a price as well in the cost of military equipment, economic assistance, humanitarian relief, and sanctioned Russian banking industries. Russia is also one of the largest oil producers in the world. We cut off Russian oil into the United States, and our partners in Europe did the same.
Okay.
Knowing
So now he has Good Morning America and NBC News in the back.
the price of gas.
You don't have Fox News there.
I believe that would have been wrong. I believe then, and I believe now. The free world had no choice. America could not stand
He's
by.
not gonna take any
The
questions.
West could not have stood by, although some suggested at the time, and just watch Putin's tanks roll in Ukraine and seize a sovereign country. If we did stand by, Putin wouldn't have stopped. Putin would have kept going, and we'd face an even steeper price. It wasn't just me. The American people understood. The American people rose to the moment. The American people did what they always have done. Defend freedom around the world.
You gonna blame Russia for
They
this?
chose to stand with the people of Ukraine. We had near unanimous support in the Congress. Democrats, Republicans, and independents for supporting Ukraine, knowing full well the cost. So for all those Republicans in Congress,
Let's go,
criticizing me
Brandon.
for high gas prices
Yes.
in America,
Yes.
are you now saying we were wrong to support Ukraine?
Yes.
Are you saying we were wrong to stand up to Putin?
Yes.
Are you saying that that we would rather have lower gas prices in America than Putin's iron fist in Europe?
Yes.
I don't believe that. I get the easy politics of the attack. I get that.
No, you don't.
But the simple truth is gas prices are up almost $2 a gallon because Vladimir Putin's...
Oh my God, really?
and we wouldn't let him get away with it. We're doing everything we can to reduce this pain at the pump now. And if those experiences have shown us anything, it's that we need to grow...
Oh, okay, see, there's... Wait.
At home.
Well, windmill.
Lower the price of electric vehicles.
Oh, there's the windmill.
Pay the pump in the first place.
You talking about electric mill?
Are preparing for 50% of future sales to be electric vehicles by 2030, 100% by 2035.
Ain't gonna happen.
We're already building secure supply chains to build these electric vehicles here in America.
$60,000 a
And
piece.
we're investing almost $100 billion in public transit and rail. For all the studies show that it will take millions of cars off the road and significantly reduce pollution if there's a serious transportation
Oh my God,
system
really?
available. Let's keep accelerating our deployment of homegrown resources. Sources of energy like solar and wind and nuclear and hydrogen and carbon capture storage. And keep developing the battery technologies so we can store that power we need when the sun doesn't shine
Oh.
or the wind doesn't blow. Folks, let's
Oh,
make sure
boy.
we're never again forced to pay the price of a menacing dictator
Oh my God, really?
around the world. We can deal with this immediate crisis of high gas prices and still seize the clean energy future.
Oh
For
Lord.
Americans, we can do both. We're the most qualified people in the world.
Qualified.
Let me close with this.
Oh.
Even as we lead the world,
He's not gonna take no
from
questions.
democracy to standing up to autocrats, there are actions we can take to help American families now. We have taken them. We are taking them. A federal gas tax holiday, state gas tax holiday, bringing back refineries, putting them back online.
Oh.
We just have to keep going. I promise you I'm doing everything possible.
No,
Everything
you're not.
possible to bring the price of
No,
energy
no,
down,
you're not.
gas prices down. I want to make sure we all work
Drill,
on
baby,
this.
drill.
May God bless you all and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
And take no questions.
The report is
Let's see here. Let me back up. Let's go, Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go, Brandon. You just heard from Let's Go, Brandon saying that Russian dictator Vladimir Putin is the cause of the gas prices. Now, let me teach y'all guys something real quick. I want to do that real quickly. I know. Okay, before the war started, we had 9% of Russian oil coming into our country. And I'm going to do a fact check on him. When he was in office, that's when gas prices went up. Putin didn't invade Ukraine until March, February to March. So for a year and a couple of days, gas prices went up. He said he said he's gonna do everything in his power to put down gas prices. No, he's not. Because if he would, he'll be drill, baby, drill. Reactivate the Keystone Pipeline. Activate the oil wells in Alaska. We got oil wells in West Texas. And now he's saying we have the permits. But you need the leases to get the permits. You got to get the leases with permits. You're going to get transportation to get to the oil fields. You got to pave roads to do that. And now he's buying the oil companies? Really? And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. And this is gonna make you sad. Sink to your stomach. He is planning to go to the Middle East. That's those knuckleheads over there that drill more oil. He's gonna use that big old 747 gas waster. Let's go, Brandon, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Put your comments down there. And once again, I want to thank you for getting me to the getting me to 325. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. All right, guys. That was a special report from Let's Go Brandon. All right, gotta go.